Well, hey fans, welcome back to another movie review, and today we're talking about Watchmen Chapter II. So Watchmen Chapter II is an animated superhero film directed by Brandon Vietti. Of course, the entire voice cast from Part 1 returns from Part 2. Now this adopts the second half of the Watchmen novel. You got Rorschach and Nite Owl II. They've pretty much started investigating who killed the comedian. And if you've seen the live action movie, if you've read the comic book, you know exactly who the actual killer is. And it basically leads up to that final confrontation. Now, first off, I'd like to thank Warner Brothers for sending me a 4K copy of the film. Thank you very much. It was an interesting watch. You know my feelings about the first half, and it pretty much is the same for the second half. The animation is not my favorite. It's not my cup of tea. The voice acting, while I like the voice actors, it does feel like a pale imitation of what Zack Snyder did in his film. It does feel like they are rushing through a lot of the dialogue still. And overall, I think in terms of releasing these two movies, it is obvious that Warner Brothers is just looking for a way to put some money in the bank. And that's fine. Studio is a business and they do need to make money, and they can just mine through their IP to put some of the stuff out. I just wish they took a little better care in making this movie like they did with their original DC animated universe. Those movies were cheap to make, but the storylines were great. The animation was great. The voice acting was great. And they didn't just get all these hired guns to do it. One thing I will say that I admired about this film that I did not admire about the first one is the slight changes they made to Ozymandias' character. Like, he shows a bit more emotion when his plan succeeds at the end than he did in the graphic novel or in the movie. And those both, he is very serious. I'm not saying he's not serious in this, but like when his plan succeeds, he's kind of like, yay, it actually worked. He's actually happy that he quote unquote saved the world in his point of view. So I thought that was nice. Another piece of dialogue that they added for him when he's looking at all those TVs, and I'm thinking they added, I don't remember reading it in the graphic novel or seeing it in Zack Snyder's movie, where he's saying like, all this is gonna happen, I will invest my money accordingly. Meaning he's like, I may have caused it, but I'm still going to be smart and make money on the stock market for all the, economic things I'm doing to the world. So I did think that was a very interesting topic. But yeah, like a movie like this, there's not really much I can say about it to lengthen this review. Just in my honest thought, if you had to ask me, I feel like this should have been one animated movie, and it should have been better. I think that's like the best I can say. It just should have been better. They should have probably taken more liberties with the story, or made it like a miniseries. If you're gonna stretch it out, make it a miniseries. 30-minute episodes over, 10 episodes, and release it on Max. And it probably would have been better, probably would have been good. You can add a little bit more stuff in there and make it more adult oriented. You don't have to get away with selling Watchmen to kids, okay? They'll read it when they're older and they will understand how dark the world truly is. So in terms of a score, this isn't something I'm going to say that I hate, but it's definitely not something I love. It's a middle of the road animated film. I'm going to give it a solid 5 out of 10. That's something we can all enjoy. I'd like to thank you guys again for joining me for this movie review. You can find the full review on YouTube and the website flipfrogllc.com/flickchart. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And please, pretty please, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.